Alright, we're in for the next Grand Arena. I had some difficulties recording the last couple. They didn't record properly, and one of them the sound didn't record, the other one didn't record at all. We did finish the exhibition with first place victories. Won the first round of this one, and I'm on to the next. My opponent is the toughest I've ever faced. I actually don't expect to win at all. I have a faster Revan team to deal with, Gear 13s, which I don't have to match, Gear 13 Grievous. Everything's there in the roster. Treya, fast enough Thrawn to take out my Darth Revan. Grievous to take out my Jedi Knight Revan. Fast Bosk, good First Order team ready to go. Rebels, of course. Plenty enough in the roster to, and all better modded, better geared than all of my equivalents. So I mulled over whether to go heavy on defense, heavy on offense for a while, and I knew he was going to beat my Darth Revan, and he did attack me, and of course full cleared all my teams. So I pulled my Malik out of the Darth Revan lead to try and strengthen a different team, since I knew he'd get through that anyway, and put in Thrawn to try and counter his counters, which he held for a battle, so it's better than I expected. One-shot everything on the bottom. I put my Malik in there just to try and trip up. Didn't work, or at least not on that battle. It did take him 3 to get through my First Order. I think he was just running on Steam at that point. I have an idea of what I'm going up against. I think I know what might be in the back wall. He's got his Geonosians built, and my only issue is getting through Darth Revan, and I don't know that I can even do that. Padme is my only option, but we're gonna go after the bottom first here. So I think, let's see, I had a plan for what to use against what here. And I think it was, yeah, Jedi training right against First Order. None of these battles I have really high hopes of pulling out the win, or high expectations rather. I'm thinking he's got Night Sisters in the back line and Geos, which both really need a Treya to counter. We'll see how this goes. Try and slow down Kylo Ren so we don't get that stun. No daze, no ability block. That's not a good start. See if we can get Officer out early. Don't have anything to clear yet. Let's see if we can get a stun before he dodged. We want to save the debuff. Taunt. Clear the taunt on the Stormtrooper. Again, we'll try and prevent the stun. Executioner out. Oh, so close. There we go. Get some hits on Kylo. Stormtrooper's not much of a threat once you get that initial taunt off of him. Don't have anything to remove there. Eliminated Destiny. Trying to either stun or get rid of that counterattack on Kylo. There we go. And then get buff immunity, or healing immunity on him, rather. So we can heal up enough to finish with some better banner outcome. Okay, got a win in, 56 banners. I'll take any one-shots up against this opponent, so. This is gonna seem overkill, but I think it's gonna be Jedi Knight Revan against this bounty hunter team. Yeah, I don't have the healing immunity. Zeta on Wampa. Yeah. I'm gonna pull Hermit Yoda out and put somebody weaker in, just to try and get that Night Sister team down with Bastila. So we're gonna take, because this team should be able to do it as is. So I don't really need the extra Jedi in the roster. I think we'll just take the weakest one out of the Night Sister team, or Bastila team, to take down Night Sisters. A little bit of overkill, but I do have a plan. I'm not sure what my kill order is going to be here. I'll go with Jango first, since he gets that burning out. I'll go ahead and just spread tenacity. We got a nice call on Yoda from Qui-Gon. Jango down. And we can remove the taunt. There we go. It's a nice addition from Qui-Gon. Contributed in some way anyway. Taunt from Oban. doors out of the way first. Can't steal the stealth from Dengar because of his ability to shut down opposing stealthers when he's stealthed. Full 60. Excellent. Let's see what's behind. Ewoks. No Geonosians, no Night Sisters. Either just one or the other. I think Wampa can take Ewoks. Let's go for the hard one now, I guess. I think what I'm going to do is try and eat the initial fear and just throw in a single weak character to try, hopefully, make my Bastila or Padme counter work a little better since they won't all have been immediately feared. So we're just going to throw in a completely useless, character. Yep. Hopefully he uses fear, and that's that. It's going to cost me the first win, but it might increase my odds of beating the team. It might make it worse because now, I've just given everybody even more turn meter, but I expect like a 2% chance of victory either way, so my entire Grand Arena pretty much hinges on this right here. Somehow working. Oh yeah, Sebastil got 2 turns in. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I think that actually might have made it worse. Buffs around, we'll find out. It always looks bad when you start. Those Padme teams against Darth Revan, but then it works out a little better as the fight goes on, hopefully. Only 4 stacks. Yeah, I'm just not getting enough courage on here. Hoping to, at the very least, get through some of this lineup. Really hoping for Bastila out of there, and nope, not gonna happen. That's a shame. Maybe we can dispel and get the basic from R2, but nope. There's R2 done. And yep, that's it. That's our Grand Arena, I think, right there. Yeah, I don't think Rebels, Treya. And that still leaves whatever's in the back wall. Yeah, do I use rebels to try and push through? Let's see where the turn meter's at. Or not the turn meter, the health situation. I had hopes for getting Savage to somehow get in there and get a finishing blow if I could get Malik under 50%, but there's too much of the rest of the team alive now at that point for that to feasibly happen. Well, I guess I'll just take out the Ewoks and throw what else I can at that wall. I just don't expect much to happen with it. Scrape the bottom of the barrel here. Try and get through this with as minimal as possible. Rex, and I got left for tanks. Kind of an oddball tank, but I'm not using him anywhere else. Sure, we'll just go like that. Save Shore Trooper, just some miracle we get through. That Revan, that's a Night Sister back there. Shore might come in me. That's Ewoks too. Might not even get through these with this. Because that Elder. Could just end up ramping up one-shots most of the team. Not letting me target Elder. Don't know why. There we go. Oh, this might work. There we go. Get an undersized out of this at least. I'm wondering if I throw Han in against Revan. Try and do some work on Bastila. Finish her off. But then the rest of the team is just going to fall apart after that. Now what have we got to lose, right? Now we're pretty much useless. We're lucky we can take out HK, but I really doubt it. No, we'll take our win against Kira. And I think that's where our fight ends. Maybe we'll pray for a miracle here. Let's get a taunter in. Maybe Savage if we can get lucky enough to get someone low. Not that he'll survive long. Yeah, it devolves pretty quick. Try and isolate Malik. Keep Nihilus alive for a little bit. Oh good, buff to remove. Hey, how about that? And then it's done. There's still 3 turns from Annihilate. Yep. That's sad. Nope, not against this team. Kira team. And the prepared is up, unfortunately. So L3 will revive. L3, oh no Zeta. It's got no Zeta on it. Stuck behind the taunt though. Go mini heal. Stun mission. Stun there. Block, try and prevent the stealth. Let's see if we can break that threshold on health before Zalbar loses his buff immunity. There we go. Yeah, without that Zeta, there isn't a whole lot that Vandor can do with that prepared except boost his damage output a little bit. Stun, nope. Shouldn't have gone after Vandor there. Well, Zalbar had buff immunity. There we go. Buff immunity gone. Or, taunt gone. Buff immunity up. Maybe should have gone undersized. This is where Grand Arena ends for me. Like I said, I didn't have high hopes of winning this one. High expectations. I just didn't have anything to counter that Revan. I knew it was going to take multiple battles, but I didn't think any amount of battles was going to get through it, and it looks like I was right. Yeah. We'll take a Miracle Culling Blade from Vader. They won't even get a chance to get any of that. Attempt to do any of it in the first place. Desperation. Stun. Yeah. Not that any of this is gonna land or work. Yeah. That's about how I expected the battle to go. I'm calling it there. Just can't match some of these people that have, you know, I understand they don't weigh ships in with your GP. But even when you don't factor the ships, you're looking at where am I at? I think 1.9, yeah. And he is at 2.2, 2.19. So another couple 100,000 above me, and he has to place less teams than he would if he were facing Division 3 and not Division 4 opponents. So I'm not sure what the divisions mean. Nothing really, but yeah. And I should have, so I think there's a chance that I'll face um, this guy here in the finals, and he's the other one that's got the Revan. And I was actually chatting with him, and he's looking forward to the matchup if we get it, because I told him, I said I don't see any feasible way to get through the opponent that he lost to, and now I lost to. So I said I'd probably face him in the finals, but you know, it could be um, J-Rock or HD, Eggman. It could be anybody really at this point. There'll be a lot of people with one single victories. So I'll see you guys in the next one.